She's talking to Scott, by the way.
No, I'm talking to this dog that ain't listening. He was already asleep once and she woke him up. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Pull my YouTube chat up real quick. Well, shit. Let's see if I can move this with one hand. Fuck me. No. I can't use my other arm.
Because it's numb.
All right, we don't have to go by StreamYard's chat for a little while. Hey, Noob, MRG, Vulture Tears. Okay, well, come here. Come here. I know.
Good Lord. Still haven't woke up out of this coma yet.
What? What is it? What is it? What? I know. Okay, hang on. Let me go ahead and make him another bottle. I'll be right back.
Right.
Get us started, Edward.
Yeah, nice. Monkey see, monkey do. Let's indulge, shall we? I swear. Next mode. Did you know that there are 23 species of macaques? 23 happens to be my dodgy number. Yeah. 23 known species of macaques. The 24th is Lisa. No one knows that yet. These are all, everything I say, by the way, is the truth except for the lies. Now remember that. Of course, Sammy is a crab-eating macaque. Yes.
That's right.
Here. That's right. That's basically every man's dream, really.
What's that?
Just to be, fed, just like that.
Oh. Yeah.
That's why Noob's so miserable.
Hey, Minnie Mo. Lovely Lisa.
He certainly chomps through that. He chomps through that for sure. That is the sound of inevitability. Growth. Vulture. Keep on picking the corpse of varying species. It's just what you guys do, right?
You can go to sleep with it in your mouth. We can't do that. You need to eat.
Yeah.
We got up about 7:30.
God damn.
And he drank about half of a bottle I figured he was going to want more pretty soon because he only drank calf.
Breakfast mode. Next thing will be going to Starbucks.
Oh, hang on. I got to mute for a second. Scott's calling.
No worries. Let's get Rosie Cam. Sorry. Since we're humans and we're quite boring, clearly other things need to occur. So macaques live in social groups. Yes, apparently they that contain 3 to 20 females, the offspring, and one or many males. Unlike humans. Right, Rosie? Yeah. She knows the gig. She's well versed in Latin as well. So, remember that. She knows more Latin than I do. And that takes some doing. Not quite as much as Boris Johnson, though. Look at him feeding away. Chomp, chomp, chomp. What do you think of that, Rosie? Yeah. Anyway, she's not talking to Scott. She's talking to Sammy on the phone. That's Scott there. That's Scott right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the battery on his truck is dying. But he's going to call our neighbor because he was wanting me to come give him a jump and stuff. And then we remembered we don't have jumper cables.
Oh, yeah, that's such a pain in the ass. Such a small thing, but so important.
Right. You're not really eating this. You're just.
It's almost a comfort blanket as well in itself.
Oh, his gums have really been bothering him. Last night.
That's when humans decided at some point, somewhere along the evolutionary line, some human decided to chew on a clove and thought,
right.
This is working. My toothache's gone. The rest is history.
Right. Yeah, it's a reverse mohawk. But when he gets bigger, by the time he's about 6 months, 7 months, he'll have a little mohawk.
I wouldn't be surprised if that hair is classified as a kind of form of.
Oh, hang on, Scott's calling again. Sorry.
That's right. That central column there through their head. I'm seeing pictures now. It would make a lot of sense if it was like whiskers, because monkeys jump around a lot. It'd be nice to have sort of some kind of sensors on top of the head, I would thought. I don't know. It's just a wild guess.
Okay.
Opportunistic omnivores. That's what they are. That makes sense.
That's true vulture tears.
Yeah, power banks. They are cool, I have to admit.
He's eating. He's just eating really slow. Usually he's scarfing it down.
Well, taking his time, you know. It's just, again, as I said, how's it going, pal? I just feel like maybe I did get corona, and I'm in hospital somewhere in a coma, and this is just one of them really crazy coma dreams.
Fever dreams.
Yeah, yeah, fever dream. Yeah.
Hey, Clancy. Oh, I don't even see Mel's. I'll pull up my YouTube chat in a minute. But good morning, Mel's. And you see with these, you do not feed them laying down. I've got him sitting up.
Yeah.
But you don't feed them laying down.
Well, that makes a lot of sense when you think about them in the wild. That certainly does make sense. The mothers can't always be in a fixed position. They have to move around. So it's a case of cling to the mother and sucky in that position. Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Instinct, eh? Amazing thing that we seem to ignore throughout our lives. It's almost like we push it aside as if it's some kind of.
Hardly any of it.
I never hit Amber. That's the new phrase going around.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because of Johnny Depp.
That's it. Amber Heard called Johnny Depp a fat old man. Shocking.
Oh.
But you know, if he is whatever he is, I don't care. He's fucking cool as fuck. So. You can't be a bad boy and nice. The two things don't work.
Right.
You're either one or the other.
Yeah, I'm going to switch him to a baby bottle mini mo. Just trying to give him, and I actually have the bottles I'm going to use. I'm just wanting to give him a little bit to, completely adjust to new surroundings and stuff. And then we'll start working on this other bottle.
How long does he sleep for, Elise?
Anywhere from 20 minutes to a couple of hours. During the day, it's usually just about an hour to 2 hours at a time.
Yeah.
Last night was we were up at 1.
Human babies are much like that, right? We know
4:48 and then 7:30.
Yeah.
Hey, Buddha. Games account.
What's up, brother?
He definitely didn't eat much of that, but I kind of didn't think he would. Yeah.
Grab it whilst you can. That's basic evolutionary instinct.
Do what?
Grab it whilst you can.
Yeah.
Any opportunity to get food. Rosie, see, cats are so spoiled. You give them human ham, you give them all these nice foods which cost more money, and they just look at it as if to say, so what the hell is crap? And I can't help but think, yeah, they're trying to tell us something.
Right.
Cat don't want it. Chances are you shouldn't eat it.
Yeah. Let's do this because he's got his thumb in his mouth.
That's it. The best we've got someone called the Best Tasty Gary Sandwich. Excellent profile name, I must say.
Oh, that's nice.
with flu cheese, nice melted flu cheese. Yes.
Oh, flu cheese.
Yes, flu cheese, new on the menu.
Got it.
Rhino Corp buffets.
I chose the long-tail macaque. One for their personalities, also because they are extremely wrong one, don't take that yet. They're very abused in Asian countries and stuff, and they're losing their habitat. They're considered pests because of them having, they're losing their habitat, so they'll actually form like little gangs, basically, and terrorize cities.
Yep.
Seriously, they will. They'll terrorize cities. They will break into people's houses to steal their food. They destroy crops because, I mean, they're losing their habitat, so they're gonna find food.
Yep.
So they are very much considered pests and stuff. But a lot of the monkeys and stuff that you see on YouTube in monkey videos are some type of macaque, whether it's long-tailed, pig-tailed. Every once in a while, you'll see somebody that has a stump tail, which is highly illegal to own. And a lot of the people that have these in some of these Asian countries, it's illegal for them to have them, period. Like Cambodia.
Yep.
Just an example. Cambodia is kind of the leader in poaching and illegal selling of macaques. Yet people will still have them as pets and stuff, and it's highly illegal for them to have them. But they're treated horribly bad, and it was macaques that even got me interested in monkeys and stuff. So
one could argue you're bringing awareness.
It's illegal in Japan as well. But a lot of these people that do this, they don't care. And what they'll do is they'll go out and they get the babies from poachers, which means the mothers have been killed so that they can have a baby. They will make videos and make money off that baby so long as, while it's all nice and cute. And then as soon as it starts getting big and showing that, personality and stuff, all of a sudden it's gone. Whether it has been released back into the wild with absolutely no skills to take care of itself. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they end up getting sold for bushmeat and eaten. Or, they have some horrible little accident. And then a week or so later, those same people will have another little baby macaque. I didn't know what they were. When you see videos on them, they call them pocket monkeys. Oh, this little pocket monkey. There's no such thing as a pocket monkey. Period. There's no such thing as a pocket monkey.
Christmas present pets.
Do what?
Christmas present pets. That's another.
Right. So I cannot even remember how I ended up finding out they were macaques, but I looked and looked and finally figured out that these were macaques. And so I thought it was pretty cool that I finally knew what it was that all these videos were calling pocket monkeys. And in these videos, these animals are extremely abused. They're forced to walk bipedal, which is very bad for them. It's also very painful for them to do. All monkeys will walk bipedal for short distances on their own. Mm-hmm. But these people train them to where that's the only way that they'll walk. And the way they train them to do it is very cruel. It's not good. But somehow I figured out that these were macaques that I was watching. And so then I started educating myself more and more on macaques. and finding, and then somewhere along the line, I figured out that you could actually own them, and that in Texas it was legal for me to have one. And so I decided that there's so many that are so abused and mistreated, and it's terrible to watch. It's terrible to watch some of these videos when you know what you're looking at and you see just how abused these animals are. It's sickening. And so I decided to get one so that I knew that at least one was having a really good home, and that it would be, in one home for the duration of its whole entire life, whether it lives to be 20, whether it lives to be 40, it will always be with me.
You can show the world how it's done. Firstly, you can highlight to the world all the abuse that does go on around the world at the same time. It's just one great big educational clusterfuck.
It is.
In my words.
It is. And exactly, Games. So, and I mean, I've even seen people in the States that have them, maybe not necessarily a Java or a long-tailed, but you'll see in some of these videos that they're really not being done right either. And it's not like you can Google how to raise a monkey. It doesn't work that way. Google will always tell you that monkeys do not make good pets. Well, they don't. They don't. For one, if you're considering a monkey a pet, don't get it, because it's not a pet.
Humans are crap pets as well.
Right. But a monkey is not a pet. It's a companion and it's a commitment. Straight up, it is a commitment. They live a very long time. They take a lot of your time.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, just from what I've seen so far, with having one of my own, it's worth it, though. Very much so, it's worth it.
I also think, Lisa, that along the way, continually highlighting what you just said about the abuse that goes on around the world with macaques, at least that way as a focal point, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that don't realize that. They can imagine that it would be the case, but sort of knowing it, and is one thing, or thinking it is one thing, but knowing it is another.
Right. And yeah, it is cute when you see a little monkey that's walking around and they're itty bitty tiny and they're walking on they're walking on two legs instead of how a monkey's supposed to. And they're carrying stuff. And oh my God, it's so cute. It's so cute. Until you find out how it is that they train that monkey to do that. And it's not cute. It's not cute at all. It's extremely cruel. They will tie their arms behind their back.
Yep. They even use monkeys to grab cash for tolls across bridges and things like that. Really crazy shit out there. Real talk.
Oh man, it's sickening. I'm telling you, when you start getting into it and you start realizing what you're seeing and stuff, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Now I've got my YouTube chat up. Now I can see everything. I'm not going to stay on here too long, though, because I am so tired. So tired. It's been a long time since I've had to do the whole up and down in the middle of the night thing,
Yeah. It's going to take it out of you.
Exactly, Minnie Mo. It's not. It is not for most people. Not at all. If you have a full-time job, you already marked yourself out. You can't get one. Because they literally take all of your time, 24/7. If you're not willing to be with it 24/7 and let it cling to you, don't get one. They have to cling. If you refuse to let one cling to you, you have already damaged that monkey psychologically. And I'm not saying that just to say it. Like, I'm serious. Yeah, again, infant schedule. Oh, Pearl, it's kicking my ass, girl. It's kicking my ass.
That's the
It
thing.
is like having a newborn.
Yeah, I'm sure there's many. Well, not many, but there are women out there that had kids, in their 20s, like normal, and then for whatever reason they end up having a child in their 40s, and they just think, "Oh shit, I know the drill, but my God, I'm too old for this fucking shit." I know.
Right. I'm definitely feeling, whew, I'm definitely feeling it. But yeah, you can't just throw one in a schedule. You've got to be able to. I hate road work. 10-minute trip to the bank took me half an hour. Oh yeah, that sucks. I hate road work too. You got to be willing to put that time in and be up and down in the middle of the night, and you know they teeth and they hurt just like a baby does. So they're gonna holler and fuss, and it's hard to soothe them because they're hurting. And that's what we ran into last night.
Yeah.
At one point, I'm pretty sure the whole neighborhood knew that his gums hurt.
Really? It's because that high pitch.
Oh, he was loud. He was not. He was pissed off. He was hurting.
Interesting.
He was hurting. Yeah, the night before he slept a little bit better than what he did last night. Right, noob. I'm gonna try really hard to get me a nap today too. I almost got one yesterday. Almost.
Yeah.
Just as I was falling asleep and really dozing off, Scott came home from work, and when he opened that front door, it scared the shit out of me. Because sometimes the door will stick.
Mm.
So when he opened it, it sounded like he was like shoving the door open.
WD.
Oh,
Teething tablet.
my hair's sticking up everywhere. I forgot where he had handfuls of my hair a while ago before I went live.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think I can give him like teething tablets, but we can do Orajel.
I wouldn't be surprised if they chew on eucalyptus or something like that. I'm not. I have no idea, but it's a wild guess because eucalyptus grows all around the world.
Oh, there's no telling, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. They're so smart. He definitely has not wanted me. Oh, and as of yesterday, he decided he doesn't want to lay down to have a diaper changed. Nope.
So that's a no now. No, you can't put this thing on me.
Oh, I can, but I have to let him cling to me while I do it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Hey, Ganja Granny. Yeah, I have to let him cling to me while I change his diaper. He will not lay on the pillow on his stomach for me to do it. As soon as I put him down, he starts screaming. So I have to let him cling to me. He definitely let Scott hold him and play with him last night. I told him that it would just take some time. Can y'all see him? I don't want to mess with him too much because he is sleeping.
Him and the other one alike. It seems. His little ears.
Yeah. That little deal is supposed to be here today. The snap thing. So that I can fix his clothes so I can get clothes on him. That'll help him stay warm.
Yep.
And of course, keep him from messing with his diaper. But right now, they just fall off of him. So, but it's supposed to be in today so I can get his clothes adjusted so that we can get clothes on him. Plus, you have to start putting them on them when they're really little. Otherwise, shit ain't gonna happen.
He needs a croc belt.
Oh yeah, he was just as tickled as he could be that Sammy was letting him hold him and play with him last night.
That's good.
I told him, I said, I told you it would just take a little bit of time. He needed to feel secure in his surroundings. And he kept going, but it didn't take you any time. No, a couple of hours, and he stuck to you like glue. I said, because I'm the one that was comforting him the whole way back. He was scared. I'm the first one that had him. Had the roles been reversed, he probably would have attached to Scott.
Right.
But
how would you feel if he was an adopted child? You've literally come into a world of total strangers. It's going to take a good 24 hours, at least.
right. Right. And I mean, he did really good. He just needed to, this is whole new surroundings and stuff. So you got to give him time to adjust to everything. And Garrett held him for a little bit yesterday while I had to go to the bathroom and he was sleeping. So I just kind of handed him the ball of blanket and everything to Garrett so Garrett could hold him while I ran to the bathroom. And he woke up when I was in there, but he wasn't fussing or throwing a fit or anything like that.
Cool. He knows the faces now, you see. It's in his memory.
I've seen some of the videos where they use feminine napkins as diapers for the baby monkey. Maybe that would be something that would be more comfortable and also fit better. I use preemie diapers, Margie, and they fit him pretty good. His diapers fit him pretty good. The cat went private. It's shower. What? The cat wants privacy. It's showering. That's right, Gary Sandwich. I've seen shows where the mom has to push the baby away to develop self to put. I couldn't do it. I know. Oh man, now let me tell you something. You want to talk about mean? Ooh, them monkey mamas, some of them are, they terrible. They real mean. When they're weaning those babies, they will grab them like by their hair and pull them back, and they'll bite them and grab them by the tail, and like they'll be bouncing that baby off of rocks and everything.
Hardcore child abuse, basically.
Big time. Big time. I can't remember what the exact percentage is, but a lot of babies, it's high infant, what do they call it? Mortality. It's a high infant mortality. A lot of them don't make it to adulthood. That's right, Margie. Some of them are brutal. Absolutely brutal. And then you have other ones that you watch them and you're like, oh, wow, that's a good mama. Some of them are really good. They practice their hammer throwing with the monkey. Something new, I'm telling you. There's a lot of videos that you'll see like in, what you call it? Has he Mac attacked this morning yet? Oh, yes, Minx. When we were changing his butt, he sure did. He sure did while we was changing his butt. Oh, fuck me running. I was going to say something and now I don't know what it was. My brain, y'all. My brain is such much.
I was trying to say what I was trying to say the other day is, as a human mother, that monkey is going to have a better life than any troop that it could be in the entire effing world.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
So look at it like that.
There's going to be people that are going to come at me with, that is a wild animal. It belongs in the wild, blah, blah, blah. To an extent, they're correct.
Yeah,
to an
but then
extent. And the
but
reason I say,
I don't like people that own birds and put them in a cage. Uh, I'm sorry. Well, it's not that I don't like them. I don't like. I just don't think it's very clever to get a bird and put it in a cage. I'm just saying. So people might say, "Well, I've got a bird. I've got a bird in the cage." Well, whatever. So what? Who cares? Each to their own.
I was thinking about this last night when I was taking a shower. Anybody else, like, that's where your like deep thoughts hit you? It's like when you're in the middle of a shower, and I don't know if it's because like your mind is literally focused on, I mean, like you're just taking a shower, but it's
Yeah,
like your mind becomes empty or something. And that's like when your deep thoughts and stuff.
that's right.
That's always happened to me.
Yeah, it's true.
But I'm taking a shower last night and it hit me. I was like, whoa, hold up a second. How many people all over the United States own poisonous and dangerous snakes? A lot. A lot. They get their permit, whatever. A lot of them don't get a permit, but they have poisonous and dangerous snakes. Okay. What's more likely to injure somebody? My monkey or somebody with a snake? That snake is going to get you long before the monkey will. Long before.
Yeah, that's true. That is actually true.
Yeah.
And the snake will get the monkey. Snakes are. Why do you think they're classified in that way? Because they're cunning, they're sneaky, and they're sly. You know the story. Jungle Book.
Right. A snake will get you long before a monkey will. And I thought, now ain't that some shit? Why isn't there? But for anybody that's knows anything about the monkey community, as they call it,
Right.
which I thought that was crazy to hear that term.
Yeah,
Y'all, it's a real thing. Like, it's a real thing. Like, you have like anybody that watches Joe Exotic, and they're talking about people with the big cat community, and they actually mention people in the monkey community. And if you think people in the monkey community are crazy, wait till you see the people with the big cats. There's a reason that,
God bless America. That's what I can say.
What's the matter? Why? What? I
Look at
know.
him.
I know. Oh, this is a big yawn. Oh, goodness. What?
Well, there you go. That's evolution there. Charles Darwin and all that jazz.
Right?
Yep.
He's probably fixing to throw a fit because I'm trying to move this blanket because I know what he wants. He wants next to me, but there we go. How about that, buddy? Huh?
It's just, I thought I'd put a disclaimer in there. King James for others. Anyone that knows me.
But
I think Lisa, I think if you highlight to the world, what is going on out there, because I'm damn sure that most people they're pig ignorant. They don't even know that 2/3 of the world, as I highlighted the other day, can't even get access to clean water. So with things like
right,
that, and no one gives a shit anyway. So why not highlight it? There's nothing wrong with educating dumbasses.
right, right. But there will be a lot of people that are going to come. I can't believe you're crazy. I can't believe you got a wild animal in your house. Well, you wasn't born in a
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Are you
You don't
married?
know
Yeah.
Yes, they do still have their instincts and stuff. But anybody in the monkey community that's worth their weight in anything will tell you that you don't train their instincts out of them. You don't train against their instincts. You train with them.
If anything, I would say this, Lisa. I would say this, and it's certainly going to happen for me. So I don't know about everyone else. I'm going to learn from that monkey. That's what's going to happen for me. Because humans don't listen to their instincts anymore. So I'm going to
Right,
learn from that monkey than I will any newspaper or article on Google.
right. One of the things that Cheryl, she's the, my monkey mama mentor. I love that woman. But one of the things that she told me was that you know, sometimes with monkeys, like when they meet somebody new, they just don't like somebody. Just straight up, they will not like particular people. She said, and you listen to that monkey. If that monkey don't like them, you need to stay away from them because their instincts are a whole lot better than ours are.
Yeah, because we've lost
And
it
that's
a little bit. Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree with that. It's like dogs as well. Dogs are good at that.
Yes.
See, Rosie, cats are not good at that. Rosie, it doesn't matter who she meets, whoever you are, male, female, she's gonna like you, but first she's gonna slap you up a bit. That's how she works. Whereas
Hmm.
Neo wouldn't do that. So I'm sure monkeys have got different personalities too. You can't be just assume that they're all exactly the same.
Yeah. And, you know, like I've said from the get go, they're a lot like us. They have good days, they have bad days. It's not going to all be, you know, rainbows and sunshine.
Yeah.
There's going to be some days where I'll probably sit and cry the whole day because he's going to be so difficult to handle.
Yeah.
But you stick with it. You stay with it. You don't give up on them. But you
Yeah.
also raise them right from the beginning. And it starts with making sure they are fed correctly, because that was the other thing I was going to tell y'all. Hang on. I got to respond to this real fast. That was the other thing I was going to tell y'all when I was telling y'all. Okay, look, we got to go outside or something because I am so sleepy at the moment. I know, buddy. I know. But we can do this. Yes, we can. You watch and see. You watch and see. Yeah, I know.
Ultimately, that because Sammy is in a human troop, he will develop characteristics and traits that are basically least of family. So, God help the monkey.
I'm getting very proficient at doing shit with one hand.
Yeah.
Just like y'all. But one of the things I was going to say, okay, so one of the first things to make sure that your monkey is going to develop correctly, you know, mentally, psychologically, and for you to have that bond and that trust is this shit right here. You let them cling. You let them hang on to you. He's been in his pet carrier one time. Okay. He's been in his pet carrier one time for 10 minutes, and that's when I had to go pick up Garrett from his interview yesterday. That's the only time he's been in that pet carrier since I got him.
Nice. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What's the matter? Okay. Okay. Do you see how he was grabbing at my face?
Yeah.
He already will grab my face and put his mouth on my mouth. Now tell me they ain't smart, because monkeys don't go around kissing in the wild. I'm just saying, okay? He sleeps on me, Minnie Mo. We have not made it a full night in my bedroom yet. We get in the bed, and he will, he'll lay in the bed with his head on my neck, balled up. And then that first time that he wakes up to eat, we just go ahead and go to the living room and we stay there, because I don't want to, you know, like getting in and out of the bed, and then he's fussing and all that kind of stuff too, and feeding him. And I don't, Scott needs to sleep. Scott has to get up and go to work. I don't.
Yeah.
So that first time that he gets up, I just get up and go in the living room with him, and we stay in the living room. But he sleeps literally on top of me.
Well, there is a phrase called cheeky monkey. I used to get called that all the time. So,
Mhm.
You're just gonna have to roll with that one. Cheeky
So
monkey.
that's what I was trying to get to. I'll eventually make, guys. Y'all know my brain's broke as it is. And right now it's running extra slug because I've not had much sleep. My body from the that we made to go get him. I have been in severe pain for the last 2 days. Severe pain from that trip and from lack of sleep. But it'll get better. My body to it. It just takes me to get over stuff.
Baseline.
Me being more tired and being like in more pain, it makes the brain stuff worse. So it's harder for me to concentrate and like stay on task with what I'm saying and stuff.
That's right.
But one of the things I was going to say, okay, so you want to make sure that you're letting them cling to you because that's instinctual for them. Absolutely. Lisa, the robot. Am I roboting?
Only a little bit from time to time.
Well, it's because I'm outside. Hopefully it'll straighten out. I left the door open, so that steel door usually cuts my signal off, so I always leave that door open. What? What takes some? What? Oh, are you going to your fit? Did you go to your fit? What? What? But you have to let them cling. You've got to let them cling. That's what is instinctual for them. That's what makes them feel safe. It's what makes them feel secure. And like I said, that's how you get that bond. That's the start of that bond. Also, you got to feed them right. A lot of these people that are advertising these videos with, oh, the little pocket monkey, look how cute and tiny the pocket monkey is. Those monkeys will actually be several months older than what they look in the videos because they are purposely underfed to keep them small. And they'll have food withheld from them and all kind of craziness. Well, what? You want your bottle? What?
Scratch, pow, pow, pow. Holy.
What?
Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
What say you, Rosie?
I bathed him last night, and that really pissed him off. It really pissed him off. Hey, Pinhead. But will the monkey always be clingy, or will it grow to have its independence? It will grow to. Hey, Connie, it will grow to have its independence. But for the first year, a monkey is attached to its mother in the wild for the first year. Like they'll nurse up to a year in the wild. And they stay, pretty close to their mothers, even at a year old. So it's very, very, the clinging, it's extremely important. Extremely important. Yes, it's always on them. When they are like little bitty, like him right now being 3 weeks, they cling to the underside of the mom, like her stomach. And of course, part of that is for feeding purposes. And part of that too is that security. They're more protected being on her belly when she's jumping through trees or, on the ground and stuff. The older they get, they turn and they actually cling to her back. And they'll ride on her back for a while. Oh, what? Yeah, no, many can't do it. It's not for everybody. And I've already had a couple of friends that um,
Highly
have seen,
disapprove.
pictures of him, and they're like, "Oh my God, I want one." And I'm like, "No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay.
You work full time. You have little kids. Do not ever get a monkey of any kind and bring it into your home if you have small children. And I don't care who you are. I say it's stupid because
Exactly. Yes. You've already got many monkeys. You've got 3.
um,
Now you got 4.
all right. So they do see you as their troop, right?
That's right.
Your family is their troop.
Indeed.
Okay. One of the things with troops is the hierarchy. So as they get older, they're constantly fighting for their spot in the troop. You want your spot to move up in that troop. Well, if they're seeing your children as part of the troop and they're wanting to move up in hierarchy, they're wanting to outrank the children.
Yep.
They'll gang up on your kids big time.
Yeah. But,
And that's a good way for a child to get hurt.
yeah, but when Monkey See, Monkey Do realizes that he's a delta in this pecking order, he'll accept it and just own it. Hopefully. A bit like Slasher.
Right. I mean, the thing is by the time, my kids they're older, they're 15 and 16 and, they're big kids. By the time he hits that stage, when he's around 3 or 4 years old, where he's wanting to challenge for position, they won't even be living here anymore. They'll be out of the house. Yeah. It'll just be me and Scott. And the thing is when, yes, Sammy would definitely outrank Slasher.
What a legend.
Right, Jenna, it's not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. I don't think that having snakes and certain reptiles and stuff, I don't think that that's for everyone. I think that takes a certain person.
I know what he's looking for. He's looking for an iPhone. That's what he wants.
He actually really does like the phone. He really likes the phone.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
We gonna do this today?
Mm-hmm. Look at that little face. My lord. Planet of the Apes. This is where Johnny Rotten got all his inspiration back in the day. The punk music revolution. I'm a monkey.
Well, you go get you a vulture. You go get you a vulture. Exactly, Games. That is a really good. But see, and this is something, and this is where people are going to think I'm kind of crazy and shit. And I don't really care. But this is not a decision that I just made and went, I want a monkey, I'm going to get a monkey. That's not what happened.
Yeah, I know that.
Believe it or not, a lot of prayer went into this because I needed to know I was doing the right thing. And the more I prayed about it, the more doors were open, the more contacts I made. Do you know how many people that decide they want a monkey get scammed and lose a shit ton of money? Because it's a huge thing. People scamming you and stuff. I didn't have to worry about that. I was put in and actually found Omar on my own. And then when I started joining the monkey groups, that's when I found out that he's actually one of the most reputable breeders in the country. And he just happened to be 5 hours from me,
Well, I even gave you grief about it as well.
So, hang on. Let me grab his bottle.
For anyone that doesn't know me, I do give people a hardcore grilling either way. still. She came out the other side. So you get through that grinder, you get through anything. I run my lawnmower smooth. Apparently.
But yeah, you gave me grief about it too. I don't think anybody really thought I was serious at first, and I was. But like even me making the decision and like saying out loud, like to Scott for the first time, going, I want one. I'm surprised he didn't have me like locked up in a psych ward or something. Hey, Cam.
I considered that.
Huh?
I said I would certainly have considered it. But you got out there.
Right. I mean, it's just not. It's not the norm. It's not something people do, you know? Not many people anyway. I'd never been around monkeys. I'd never held a monkey until this little guy was put in my hand the other day.
Yeah.
But I knew by the time we were going down to get him, I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt this is what I was supposed to do.
It's an educational process.
In a lot of ways. Right. And I don't know exactly where this journey is going to take us, but I know that it's a journey. I know it's
forever.
Supposed. I know that it's given me back a purpose.
Yeah.
Losing so much of myself and having different things kind of ripped out from underneath me with illness after illness hitting me.
And family members.
It's getting a purpose back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's given me a purpose.
And
I mean, you can't sit around and be depressed when you have.
You're not going to be.
Do what?
I know you. You're the sort of person who will highlight to people what's going on around the world with the monkeys, the stuff that you've seen that made you feel that way.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely dedication, Minnie Mo, for sure. That's oh goodness. That's what I've said from the get-go, is this is a commitment, not a pet. This is nothing like having a dog or a cat. The way that they bond to you is nothing like a cat. The way that they look up in your eyes, the way that they try to mimic some of your facial expressions. And I wish I'd have gotten a video of it last night, and I didn't. But he was practicing grooming last night. He was trying to groom me last night. And it was the sweetest, cutest little thing. Because he's still working on, like hand-eye coordination. He's still working on that. And he was going after my eyelashes, which was a little crazy. But he was constantly basically putting his hands on my face. And then he would put his, and then bring his hands back to his face. But he was lip smacking.
Yeah.
He was practicing grooming. He was trying to groom me. And so I let him do it. And when he stopped, I did it back to him, which I've groomed him quite a bit and lip smack and all that kind of stuff. Make sure he doesn't see the love life, because he might want to bump and grind. That's true, Vulture. That's true, because they do mimic. That's what the whole saying, monkey see, monkey do. I mean, it's a saying for a reason.
Exactly. Cheeky monkey.
I know, Minnie, right? Now they were so dirty.
And just think.
But yeah, it's definitely, it's going to be an experience. And I'm not just going to sit here and show y'all, just like when I started this channel with my illnesses and stuff. I didn't just show y'all good days or somewhat good days. There were times I did videos and I couldn't even sit up. I showed you the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's going to be the same with this. I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to get bit. That's going to happen. If you get a monkey and you think you're not going to get bit, well, please don't get a monkey. Because guess what? You get bit. Whether it's them playing and they're play biting, which in a lot of ways you do let them play bite because that is instinctual. That is part of who they are. But you teach them to be easy, to be gentle, to not hurt you when they bite you. But you will also probably get bit a couple of times where they've been startled or they're reacting to something. But everybody that I've talked to that has been bit by their monkey,
Yeah.
the monkey will intentionally challenge you, okay? They're going to intentionally challenge you because they're vying for that position, right? But they are not intentionally hurting you.
Well, as in, well,
So,
everyone's been bit by their own dog and their own cats, so it's the same thing, right?
true, right. Cheryl, for instance, so she has a rhesus macaque. The rhesus are the smartest of the macaques. They're one of the larger macaques, and rhesus are not for first-time owners, period, because they are much more stubborn, they're more challenging,
Smart.
and they can be a whole lot more aggressive. You've got to know what you're doing, before you have a rhesus. But she got him when he was, I want to say he was either like 8 or 10 weeks old. He was a little older than normal when you get him. Well, he was actually a rescue in a sense. He was born at the zoo. His mother died in childbirth, and the rest of the troop basically shunned him. The rest of the troop wouldn't have anything to do with him.
Like Scar.
So she ended up getting him. Yeah. So she ended up getting him. And so had to win his trust. And it didn't take her long to do that. But he absolutely has her heart 100%. He's now 8 years old. Well, she had some people staying with her. And ladies that was staying with her. Because when you talk to them, they kind of respond to you, And a lot of times it sounds like they're going, yeah. When you ask them a question. What, is that better? Is that better? Mm-hmm. Well, this lady got him up in the middle of the night and was like trying to talk about her issues having and asking this monkey questions like he was actually giving her advice or something. And Cheryl woke up, realized what was going on, and went to go put him back up. Well, he's half asleep and he's aggravated. They do not like to be woke up. He's half asleep and he's aggravated. And when Cheryl reached to touch him to say, come on, Josh, let's go back to bed, he turned on her and he bit the shit out of her. And she didn't really react to it. She just told him, it's okay. I know you didn't mean to do it. Let's get you back in bed. Well, when he realized that he had hurt her and that she was bleeding, he cried. He threw himself on the floor and he cried because he hurt her. And everybody that I've talked to that, has been bitten by their monkey, after the monkey has done that, they do come back to them and they're lip smacking and they're wanting to groom them, that's their way of saying, I'm sorry, I didn't, because intentionally they will challenge you, but they don't mean to hurt you. What you doing? Yeah, they don't mean to hurt you though. And then she took in one that she has several that were rehomes where people decided they couldn't handle them anymore or what have you. And one of them was what? Good deal.
Yeah, I'll be good with my cat and dog.
Hang on. They're going to send you an email and what?
In the next 24 to 48 hours, and if I don't get one, then I have to call back up there so they can send me it. So I can
Okay.
accept the job. And then
Okay.
all that.
So when are you supposed to start?
Oh, they didn't say that. They said I started going for training.
Okay,
So
so
they
you have
ended up
to.
bringing us
So you got the email and you go from there.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, son. You got your first job.
Nice.
I'm not excited.
Why? You'll be earning your own money.
Yeah, but like the thing is, I'm gonna have to wake up.
Yes, you got to get up. That's part of actually, you
I
know,
have to wake up.
you're 16. It's time to start, practicing to be an adult, which means actually getting up and going to work.
Oh, you're also gonna love it when I move out too.
No, we ain't going to talk about that.
You only got 2 more to me. You only got
Oh,
2 more years.
Keep
with
that carrot
mama.
over there. Keep that carrot. Keep that carrot. Did you text Dad, or you gonna wait till he comes home for lunch?
I guess I'll wait till it comes home. What time is it?
I don't know. 10:09. Everybody saying congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, we need to stay on top of checking your email. Well, what's funny is the place he's going to work is
Schedule was good.
that's where I work. Yeah, they'll work with him and with all that, with athletics and all that stuff. But
I'll work on weekends. They already discussed that.
you're not gonna work during the week?
I said I'd work during the weekends. Yeah, I couldn't because I have football practice.
Oh yeah, that's right. On school breaks and stuff though. But that he's going to. I worked there when I was a teenager. My brothers worked there. My sister worked there. My niece is now working there, and now Garrett's going to work there. It's like been a whole family thing. All of us have worked at this place. So, do you want more of this? Hmm? Or you just want to chew on it?
I want some vodka.
Hmm?
I'm just putting my own voice over dubbing.
Oh,
What? Give me some of that. What was it? Pina colada. Yes.
right.
Thanks.
What?
You good? See, now this is, you got to bear in mind, this is what, less than 48 hours, or is it? It's got to be around that zone, right? So
What is today? Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. We picked him up Saturday, so
all right, so
we're going on like 72 hours, I guess.
okay, sorry, okay, yeah, okay, but
But
he's
yeah,
just
it's not been long.
he's trying to figure your face out, and it's like, okay, this is the gig now. This is. I mean, he must be devastated, quite frankly. He's thinking, I got this freaking woman for the rest of my life. God damn.
Right?
No, I know. I'd be upset. But I'll be thinking, oh, well, at least I'll get looked after. Fuck it. Okay.
He'll get looked after. He'll get loved. Yes. He didn't like his bath last night either. Ooh, he was screaming. Ooh, he was screaming.
Well, this is where it's funny because Rosie's never had a bath in her entire life. Ever.
What?
So, no, why would you bath a cat? It's the most bizarre idea I could ever think of. It's a cat.
What'd you say?
She's never had a bath.
I used
So,
to bathe my cat.
no. Just an absolute no-no for me.
Yep, I used to bathe my cats.
She's quite happy. Like she is. They bathe themselves.
They do.
It's like Vulture said earlier. I should have took her off cam because she was showering.
Right?
Yeah. Point actually, I didn't think about that.
Grandma. Yeah, you bathe the ferrets.
Ferrets are cool.
Mm-hmm. I had always wanted a ferret,
Strange animal. Cool.
but I
Not
got a
cool
monkey instead.
with a monkey. Yes, I don't really. I don't know anyone. I'm pretty damn sure that there's no one ever that you're ever going to come across on Next server or cruisers. You could put all of the armies together in their varying forms, and not one of them has got a freaking monkey. I mean, the closest you'll get to monkeys is vlogger puppets. That's it.
Dude, right?
Has he been moving around your shoulders a little bit more? Because I saw him do it last night.
When I'm sitting down, he will.
All right.
He actually earlier climbed up my shoulder and got on the back of the couch and then ended up getting behind the curtain and was sitting in the window in the living room.
Do you think? I think anyway. You know who's going to sub to you? Oh, did I say this last night? You know, he's definitely going to sub to you.
Oh, Cambodia boy?
Yeah.
Yes, I was watching some of his videos that he put up last night. And I'm telling you, that right there is definitely a guide of what not to do.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
that's really your angle to just look, guys. This is what happens when you do have a monkey. Probably a bad idea, you know. Advising and also showing people because I knew that stuff was going on around the world, but you don't really look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just don't.
What? But see, like yesterday, he was playing a whole lot more. He's getting more and more secure with his surroundings and his environment.
Mm.
He won't go. It's not like he's going far. He's in my lap. But I'll put his toys in my lap and he'll play with his toys. But what he does is he'll like crawl down and play with his toys a couple of seconds, and then he'll turn around and he'll crawl back up my chest.
Yeah.
And then he'll go back down and go see his toys. And then he'll come back and he crawls back up my chest. Every minute or so he's coming back. But he is playing more and stuff.
Yeah, well, when he makes that sound, I don't, because I don't know if I'm a bit of a sicko, but I probably am actually. But when my kids used to cry as babies, not distressed cry, but I used to often laugh. It just made me laugh. Obviously you comfort them and all that, but it just was funny because it's all bravado. It's all just wah, 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 and then they grow up and they still carry on doing the same thing on the internet.
Right.
So when he makes that noise, I know probably some people would freak out. Oh my God, he's freaking out. No, what do you call it? What do you call it again? A Mac attack. That's right.
Mac attack.
Love that phrase.
Oh, he's really been throwing some bad ones when it's time to change his diaper. So, yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yes. Yes, you have to. You've been throwing fits.
No, mummy. No, mummy. No, mummy. No, mummy. Is that basically that's what he's saying?
You've been throwing fits.
Oh, look at him.
He was talking. I guess he's not going to now.
His blinking is very nice and relaxed, so I think it's definitely calm. We can definitely go for that one.
He keeps tucking that one arm underneath him, but then he's holding on to my fingers with his feet.
See that he's comfortable. He's got his arm around you.
Oh, is that Garrett? Is that Garrett?
He's almost thinking about, should I go over there? Maybe. I'm just trying to read his mind.
Read his mind. Yeah. Talk to him, Garrett. No.
Call her down. How's Linda doing?
She's fine. She went. Her and Aunt Laura went to everything.
It's only a matter of time where he'll be going over to Garrett, and
Oh, a couple of more weeks. He'll be running around on the porch deck and climbing up the chairs and jumping from me to the table and
he definitely will. For sure.
oh goodness. Oh, we gonna start a Mac attack?
I love the way they just think it's okay to just eat you.
They popped it up.
What? What you say? What you say? Yeah.
It's all right, Garrett. We're in a coma. Don't worry about it. We'll wake up one day.
What? What? No. Yeah. What do you think? She wouldn't mind being 70 free again. 70 free.
73.
He's chewing on his foot.
He's definitely going for the fun thing. I mean, once that's out of the way, once the teeth thing's out of the way, you could argue that the teeth thing is kind of a distraction. At least you know what the gig is. Once that's out of the way, it's like, what's next?
Right.
I put a lighter down. I can't. Whatever is it? Whatever. Where's the remote control gone? I don't know. I put it down on the table. It's gone.
Yeah.
What's that sound? Can you hear that drilling sound? Monkey see, monkey do. Next thing you do, walk in the bedroom, monkey drilling the wall.
Right. Oh, he said no. I won't do that.
No, he said no. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's a good shot.
No.
There's your comedy gold. No, I wouldn't do that. Well, at least he's got manners. At least. It's a good start, right?
Tanning. Oh, get your toes. Get your toes.
Yeah, agile like cats. What happened to why can't we eat our toes anymore?
I don't even really call him his feet. I call him his backhands.
Yeah, I suppose that's one way.
You gonna suck on your toes? You gonna suck on your toes?
He seems quite alert, and he does look calm. I mean, I'm no monkey expert, but I do know
Right.
humans quite well.
Say what?
What can I choose? Oh, God. All these fingers. Which one? Oh, that one up there. Ooh, I like this one. This tastes good. Cheeto stained fingers.
Cheeto stain fingers.
Yeah, Xbox players. He'd love that. He'd love that. So where's the other finger? I'm sure she had an 11th finger.
He's chewing. He's still chewing on his foot.
I suppose that's their preoccupation at that age, right?
What?
I could talk to them about football camp starting.
I thought you said it was starting Monday.
Starting Monday.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here.
Yeah, no worries.
See what? Let him go sit and play a little bit.
Good to see him again.
Yeah. See, I'm sure I'll post the videos later. I'm gonna try to get his separate channel up and going today. See where that takes us.
But, oh, by the way, I'll send you that picture.
Oh yeah, send that to me.
Oh, take care, everyone.
All right. I will see everybody later. Thank you for being here. Y'all take it easy and have a good day. Say bye, Sammys. Say bye. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.